Well, hi YouTube. I'm Doug Jr.
And I'm Doug the Third.
And you're watching
Doug and Doug Gaming.
Oh man. Whew. Man, my dog's tired. Hey Doug, how you doing? Oh, the lunch day. Been floating around there, man. If I have to make one more sacrifice, I'm telling you, I've had it. These people aren't grateful for what we do for them. I think we enjoy this stuff, but we do it because it needs to be done. So, doing all right there, Doug? Awesome. Oh man, we only got 15 minutes. Gotta start working again. Tell ya, cultist work is never done, right? Know what I'm saying? Oh, let's see what the wife packed me today. Whew. All right. Well, we got. Oh, jeez. Peanut butter and jelly again. Can you believe it? 3 days in a row, peanut butter and jelly. You know, I've had peanut butter and jelly up to here. I just... Hey, would you like a... No, I guess not. That's all right. So at least we're getting some recognition, though, you know? I mean, it used to be nobody had even heard about us, and now, well, you know, there's games, there's books, there's comics, there's all kinds of stuff. Oh, yeah, the whole Cthulhu thing's very, very big. Hey, did you see the new one that just came out? Picked up a copy myself. It's pretty cool. Oh, here we go. CARCOSA. Yeah, this is about our project. Pretty awesome, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, I think this is going to make all the difference in the world. You know, it's kind of a PR thing. Put out by One Free Elephant, just like that Awesome game that came out a little while back. Oh yeah, this one's awesome though. You know, you get to build ley lines, and you get to draw power, and you get to make sacrifices. And it's just an awesome thing. You should try it sometime. Maybe me and you and the missus can get together one evening and play a little bit. I think that would be great. What do you think? No? Well, maybe. We'll talk more about it later. You know, it's just like today. I'm out in the field, you know? And I'm riding this ley line, drawing some power. When they turn it over, you know what? This power conflux comes up, and it just shakes everybody to the bones. Do you think we get thanks for that? No. And how about that last that ritual site that we started? Do you know? There's four of us, and they send me, one guy. I go to the site, what do you think I find? That's right, a feaster. They send me, and there's a feaster. The thing would have got me too if I hadn't been quick on my feet, let me tell you. All I can say is, they're just darn lucky they got us. People like you and me, right? Yeah. So you doing all right there, Doug? Yeah, I know it's been a hard day. But Doug, oh man. Doug, you didn't. Are you? Oh geez, Doug's gone insane again. Oh great. Hey, can we get a couple of dispatchers over here? We got another loony here. Yeah, another insanity. Oh man, that's just too bad. You'll be alright, man. You'll be alright. CARCOSA by One Free Elephant.
Well, hi guys. We're going to play a new game today. It's currently on Kickstarter. It is called CARCOSA. It is based on the writings of H.P. Lovecraft. So if you like that kind of theme, this game might be something you're interested in. And if it sounds a bit like a game title that you've heard before, what's that game?
Carcassonne?
Carcassonne, yes. It's one of the most popular games in the world. I just couldn't think of the name, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Carcassonne. This game has certainly been inspired by Carcassonne. There's no doubt about that. There are a lot of similarities, but there are a lot of differences, a lot of twists on Carcassonne. So whether or not you're a Carcassonne fan, you may be interested in this. So we're just going to play a few rounds. You might have noticed that we've got Robert here with us today. You've met him before in our videos. And then also Michael's joining us today. He's part of our gaming group. And also we want to say a special thank you to the Game Masters Guild for letting us use their premium gaming room to shoot our video in today. So thank you so much.
It has
to Game
air
Masters.
conditioning. It's great.
It does have air conditioning.
It's really
so
cool.
It's awesome. But this is, as I said, similar to Carcassonne, and it is a tile laying game. And instead of farmers and such, we have these little cultists.
Cultists,
Little
yeah.
cultists, yeah.
Farmers of the
And
devil.
we each have, yeah, could say that. We each have a card in front of us, which is basically a hospital. We have an asylum where our insane cultists will be lying down. And then we have a recovery room where the ones are standing up are almost ready to be used again. Not quite. They'll have to wait another turn. We each have a number of the cultists. We have 3 right in front of us in our pool ready to be used. And there are a number on the center of this small board here, which is the yellow sign board. You'll also notice there are 6 stacks of tiles. Now that's because we're playing a 4-player game. If you play 2-player, 3-player, that changes a little bit. And we also have a large cultist, which is our prophet. One of the neat things about this is, and I really like this, is that when you pick a tile, you place your cultist on, or your prophet on top of that stack so that the next person can't draw from that stack. So kind of a little twist there that can maybe give you a little more strategy. We each have these little stones in front of us that can be endued with power and will allow us to do different things and abilities which are on our reference cards. I really like reference cards, so that kind of helps us out with that. It also gives us our order of play. So, with all that being said, I don't want to go into all the details. You'll notice we've got a rule book handy, and Michael's our resident rule expert for today.
We can't read.
Yeah, well, I hate to admit this, I've never played Carcassonne. It's like one of the big gamers' games. I've never played it. So
Hashtag mind blown.
wah wah wah. But so anyway, Michael's got a pretty good grasp on that, and we've enjoyed having him be part of our group. So
Thank you.
he's here today. All right. Oh, and this is our little starting city. The tiles have different things on them. It could be cities, or what do they call them? I'm gonna make sure I get all the terminology
Yeah.
right. The
Yeah, in Carcassonne it'd be the cities. What are these?
they're districts.
Oh yeah, they got districts,
They
right?
got districts in here, and also you have ley lines instead of roads, which are like little tendrils of power. You also have, of course, you have water, and what's the other one? You have
Some little.
whirlpools of energy, confluxes. And
Those are kind of the abbeys in Carcassonne.
okay, right, and that's good. That's a good comparison. And so, of course, when you complete any of these different items, you complete a ley line, you cap it off basically on both ends, or you complete a district, or different things. You turn them over, resolve it. And again, I don't want to go into all the details, but just thought we'd let you watch us play a little bit. And Michael's purple, and he's already got his cultists out. So why don't we just let you start?
Yeah.
All right.
Draw a tile, and we'll just get right into it.
So this one looks good. So I'll put my cultist here and then draw this one.
Now he's able to look at that.
Yeah.
You lay it with the what they call the unstable side up. He's able to look at the other side. Nobody else is, which may or may not be an advantage depending on what it is. So.
Right, because sometimes the other side has some special ability that would matter, but right now it might not. Who knows? But I'll just put this thing right here and complete a district.
Completed a district.
Okay.
So, and you could also place one of your cultists on there if you would like.
Right, I choose the district that's already been completed there.
Of course.
Flips it over because he's completed his objective, and so it resolves, I guess.
Right.
And then I'd score points, right, for each district.
Yes.
or each little tile in the district, and the cultist becomes sick now. Okay, and I'd get what 2, 4, 6 points right there.
Right, and that is indicated by our scoring track around the yellow sign.
Awesome.
And then also on your, and we have the, we should probably go by this. Actually, the first thing we should have done is recover sanity. So your guy that's in your recovery room would have recovered.
So this guy finally recovers,
The
and
other
this
guy would
sick
have
guy
moved,
stands up.
Right, and then this last one.
This
would have
last
gone.
guy goes there.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
Then you select the tile. Did that out of order, but that's all right. He placed the tile, he placed the cultist, and resolved the tile, just like it says here on the card. Also, if you have a stone that's been endued with power, you can play that anytime during your turn. None of us have that yet, so we will move on. That would be the end of your turn then, right?
Right.
Okay. Now you see, I can't pick that stack. So even if there was something there that I really thought I wanted, it wouldn't matter. I couldn't get it. So I think I'll grab this one here, and I'm going to take my profit, put them right there, and I believe, and if I do something wrong, y'all let me know, but I think I can do that. It's not complete, but there's a little piece of district there, and this shows us that there's district there. This piece going out is a ley line. So, oh, and I did the same thing. I forgot. This guy should have recovered. This guy, this guy, other way around.
It's going to
This guy
You made him
recovers.
sicker.
Yeah, this guy goes in
Okay.
here.
Did you want to place out a cultist and start worshiping
I
something?
think I will. I'm going to claim that district.
All right. Cool.
And I could have claimed the ley line if I chose to, but I'm going to grab that district because I think it's going to get a little bigger, and maybe I can benefit from that. So that would be my turn.
Okay.
Then Douglas,
All right. So
third.
you don't have to flip it over on your turn, right?
No, you
It-
can look at draw a tile, pick any tile you want.
I want.
Well, actually,
it.
well, almost did it
Okay.
again. Almost did it again.
Okay. First.
Ah.
Your guy that's
Ah.
standing up recovers. He's available to be
Goes on
used.
Top of the pyramid. Nope. Okay.
Perfect.
He fell.
Then your other guy slides over. He's standing up
He's
now.
having coffee in the break room.
Right, there you go.
All right. Now.
Then pick a tile.
Okay. Let's do. I'm going to do this big old colorful one because my strategy is nothing.
Help
Okay.
you out with your profit.
There you go.
Okay. Yes. I see things. Okay. I'm going to put that right on here. I think that'll work.
Now you have the option of placing a cultist on there, either on the, well, I guess the district's really all you have.
You could
there.
put it on the water as a sacrifice.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'll
unless
stick
you
with-
know, well,
Yeah.
you could gamble a little
I would
bit.
say I think for now I'll stick
Yeah.
with just land.
Right.
Too tough of a gamble.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So that would be your
My turn, so I
It
gotta
is your turn.
get my cultist.
Robert remembered it. Yay.
Good deal.
And, go here.
I'm playing with my mood ring that turned black and got stuck that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can do.
So Robert's created a larger area of water. That's Lake Halley, I think they call it.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Halley? Halley? I don't know how they pronounce it, but
Robert, it's your leg. You
Yeah,
name it,
I know
whatever
nothing
you
of
want.
Lovecraft.
I know a little bit, but not much.
I actually own the books and I don't know.
That's
So I call it
It's
the
all
Lake
right.
of Water.
It's the lake.
a big lake.
The lake of which I've made.
Lake Splishy
All
Splashy.
right. All right, so that would be, again, nothing resolved there, so we just keep going around and
Yeah.
be Michael's turn.
All right. Cool.
And you got, and it's the same way no matter how many players you play, you always will have 2 stacks to choose from. I believe that's how that works out.
Right.
So-
They always make sure that you have that many. So I can choose this one that's got a ley line or that one that has.
Oh. Don't forget your recovery.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
You're the
yeah.
one who's always going to remember this the whole time, Robert.
That's right.
Okay.
You just earned yourself a cookie, man. Good job.
All right. I'll take this one. All right. And I'll place it. Oopsie. Shouldn't have done that. It's not resolved yet.
No.
I'll place
See.
it right here.
See, if I knew anything about strategy for this game, that probably would have helped me. But I'm like, oh,
That's
there are
all right.
colors.
And then I'll put him on this side so that he's already got half a ley line there. So yeah, and that's
Okay.
pretty much all my turn.
Yep. All right. First of all, this guy's going to become available. All right. Then I will select the tile, And I'm going to keep working on my district here if I can. I think I can go this way. And I can look at that too, actually.
We probably should, yeah.
See if the district's got any
Yeah.
cool stuff. Theaters, right?
Right. If you get what's called a theater, and I can put in a graphic of this, but if you get what's called a theater on a completed district, then you can summon more of your cultists from the yellow sign board there.
Yep.
All right, so I've done that. I've already got that claim. Don't need to do another one. And now, can I, Michael? Maybe you know. Can you
Yeah.
claim that ley line? Is that little piece?
Oh,
of
so
ley
that's
line?
not a ley line. That's actually, it's really weird how they did the artwork with this. This is actually a jutting out piece of district.
Okay, I got you.
Because they want all the districts to look like they have
I
spider
see,
legs
I
coming
see,
out
I
or
see.
something.
Okay,
Okay.
that's good. Okay, I'm good then.
Cool. Tim Burton should have done the art for this game. That would have been cool.
Well, I gotta say the art is good. It is a little confusing until you get to know
Yeah.
what you're looking at.
All right, so
Some
all right.
things look similar to me,
Mhm.
but
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I want to go this way and take this little guy here.
Gotcha.
Cool, cool.
Here's a official prophet man.
Profit man. And let's do that there. And then I shall place this guy.
you don't have to.
No.
Well, or where are you putting them? I'm sorry.
Do you want to do that on that district, which you already own?
Yeah, so you're already on this district, no matter how big
That's
it
true.
gets.
That's true. So I can place him really anywhere.
You're thinking of doing it on the ley line
You
right
can
there?
get that ley line, or you could sacrifice them in the water.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, there's really only three
You
options.
don't have to place a cultist at all.
You have
That's
lots
a-
of cultists, though.
You do.
Yeah, I
So-
was gonna say.
Invest in some future points.
I don't know. Sacrifice, just because I haven't done that yet.
All right, so if you're going to sacrifice him, he should be laying down in the water.
Belly flop.
Super risky.
Yeah. If
Could
if
work,
it
could
works
work.
out,
That would definitely be the side to do it on.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of water.
Right.
Maybe a monster will eat him.
so yeah, if it
We
turns
can
out
only
that
hope.
the feaster comes and eats him, then you'll get points for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember-
did you just complete a district there?
I think he did.
Looks like it. Yeah, actually. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Looks like
Okay.
you.
Cool. So
So what
at this
you'll do-
point, I'd flip these over, right?
You'll move those
Nice.
guys off for
Boop.
now.
And
Flip them
then.
over, make sure they're aligned the same way they were. There you go.
Bing,
Got a theater too.
and bada boom.
All right. So the yellow dome there is a theater, which will allow him to spawn, I guess you call it, some other cultists from the yellow sign. Is that how that works?
Yep.
All right. Do we need to read that? I can-
No, yeah. Well, I'll read it out loud, but you can cut it out if you want.
Yeah.
Next, if any tiles in the district contain a theater, players with a cultist in the city may recruit one cultist per theater if they have any lying down in the center.
Okay.
So, I mean, you got
Right.
3 in the center, and you can bring one over from theater to cultist.
Okay, cool.
He can
so,
go into your pool for future use.
All right, cool.
Yep.
And,
Did somebody
Right.
get sick? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
So,
completed his
So-
mission, so he's going
Right.
crazy.
So this guy here.
He's right. There you go.
All right.
Cool
'Cause
beans.
once that district's resolved, the cultist claiming that district goes insane.
Yay! Insanity.
Apparently, claiming districts is stressful work.
Yeah.
Pretty stressful work.
All right.
All right.
Alrighty.
So that would be the end of your turn. Then Robert.
So it's my
would be
turn. All right. My cultist. I'm gonna go here.
I don't know what you're doing, but you're probably gonna cheat.
So that's one of those whirlpools,
Conflux.
confluxes. Yeah, that's right.
Whirlpool of energy. Now that can be a regular conflux, or it could be an empowered conflux, I believe.
And only you know that. Only you know if it's got a
Put
feaster
here.
that's going to come out.
Yeah, Robert, are you feeling empowered?
Little guy on the.
All right. Now is that a ritual site or is that a conflux? That's a ritual
Yeah,
site.
that's a ritual site,
Right.
and it might have a monster coming out,
Right.
which would really be good for Doug the
Right.
third right
My
there.
little drowning
But-
man.
All right. All right.
Yeah, only you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so and got a ley line right there, still going.
Right.
I could maybe do some more stuff with ley lines. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, put this. All right, I see it. Don't show it to anybody else. And put it right there. It's still not completed.
Right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. I.
Shook the entire Earth under me.
Yes. Well, these are
My chair
stressful times on the Earth. All right. I think I'll go grab this one here. I'll move my cultist.
Is that your cultist
Do,
there?
do, do,
Block
do.
that.
Cultist.
Gonna keep working on my district here. My district's really getting big.
Gwali.
That's really all I can do. All I want to do anyway. I gotta figure out how to wrap this thing up here at some point. All right.
So, my turn, right?
Your turn.
Boom. Okay. So, let's see what I feel like doing. Just as I thought. No idea. Okay. So, I'm thinking, I'm gonna grab this one. And yeah, let's see what we got here. Yep, just as I thought. Stuff. So, let's do that. And then I'll just go ahead and place one here just because.
Now you're on the conflux. Is that correct?
You got to choose a ley line.
You gotta pick one of the ley lines. Yeah.
Which one you want to do? That
Well,
one,
there's
you
a
can
completed
immediately
one.
make him sick and get 2 points. This one, maybe more points later on.
Yeah.
Oh, did Douglas ever get points for that district he made? I don't know if
He didn't, yeah. So that's 2, 4, 6. Okay.
yeah.
All right, that's how we make points in this game. So you're
That's
up there with
right.
me, actually.
Because usually in games, in order to win, you gotta get points. So, anywho,
Sometime.
I'm gonna put him on this ley line here.
All right.
That little
Okay.
sucker. Okay.
So it would
Choice.
be in your interest to try to
to expand that.
build it up a little bit at least, and and then resolve it and cap it off basically
Yeah.
at both ends. All right.
Cool.
So you are done. Well, now does this resolve though because of this part? So that one tile?
I don't think it does because there wasn't a cultist there, but
Okay.
I will be checking on the side, but I'm
That's
pretty
fine.
sure it doesn't.
All right. Robert.
were you
Sorry to wake you.
were you admiring your robes over there?
Go here.
All right.
Yeah. Lots of strategy.
What was that?
All right.
All right. This is nice. Okay.
Nice.
So I put this one right here, and now we're gonna learn how these things work, because
Great.
this thing solves the little 1, 2, 3, 4 road or way line that we have, and we flip these things over like this. We see if any of them are glowing yellow, and one end is glowing yellow, so I do get points. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 10 now, and then since it was 4 long, I get to choose my 4 one. If I want to, I can lose a point, right? I can choose to lose a point
to imbue that with
to
power.
imbue it with power. Now, what does the number 4 do? Let's see. Glimpse the beyond. Reorganize the future. So maybe I can reorganize a stack or
Yeah.
something like that.
Something like that.
I'm going for most points possible, though. So if that doesn't really give me a lot of points, I'm just going to keep my points and not do that.
Okay.
But this guy is super sick.
Yeah.
Super crazy.
Super crazy.
That was a horrendous thing he just went through. All right.
Making some
Well, let's see what I can do with this
Meanwhile,
massive
there's a Super Saiyan over here freaking
district
out.
that's over here. Okay, this might work. Does that work? It works.
I don't know.
I think it does.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes.
you got one more thing you got to complete, but that'll be a lot of
This
points
one
when
edge,
it fixes.
yeah. All right, so I'll do that. Yep, that's what I'll do. Okay, let's just leave it at that.
So, my turn.
Dougie's turn.
Okie dokie. Let's do that. Alright, so don't have a whole lot of options at this point. So let's see. Oops, I keep on shaking the table like a crazy person.
Wonder why.
Okay, so I think I'm going to grab this one Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Just as I thought. Yep.
Neither because of ley line.
I
Ley line's
That would
heavy.
be- that would be
Let's see,
legal.
I can do
Yep.
this,
You
and
do
I
like
can
that?
do that also. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You could do that. Although, well, yeah, you can do that.
Mhm.
It just makes that open area very specific as to what can be placed there, but that's okay.
You're breaking my heart, Dad.
You can do it however you want.
I know I can. Okay, I'll just do that again. Okay. Let's do that.
You can do what you want.
There
son.
are tiles that will fit there. So
Yeah.
you just gotta find
Okay.
one.
So
You just completed it. So,
Yeah.
do you get points now? Is the question. Is that glowing yellow?
So should I
resolve those.
flip these over?
Yep.
So.
It is glowing yellow, so that is 2
Wow.
points. One for each tile in there.
And then,
So I'll move you up there. And
and then he was here.
But now he's crazy.
Well, he's crazy. He's
crazy.
insane now.
Crazy.
yep.
The laser night party made
my
me
turn.
go crazy. Okay.
It
Yeah.
is your turn.
Okay. Well. Go here. Right there.
All right, investing in a bigger city. Gotcha. Okay, and you didn't want to put down any cultists anywhere? No water, no nothing?
You got a ley line here, and you got water. So you got another ley line over there. But
Yeah, he's all right.
So,
You,
whatever.
you don't want to. You want to save your cultists. You only got
Yeah,
3 of them right
yeah.
now. Okay, so I'll go.
Queso.
Queso.
I
Yeah.
like queso.
¿Por qué?
I like this idea of getting one of these confluxes.
no, that's a ritual site.
Or ritual sites, I mean, yeah. So I'll put this ritual site. And it's got to be a place where there's a bunch of water.
Got water here.
But ultimately, I want to cover. I want the entire thing to be surrounded in the end somehow. So, I guess I will help you out a little bit and surround yours, just so I can surround mine. That's pretty common in
Yeah.
Carcassonne to do. All right, so I'll just claim that for sure.
Cool, cool.
And that has to be surrounded on all sides then, correct?
Right.
Yep.
It's surrounded on all
Resolve.
sides before it finally flips over.
Right. All right. Well, I've got this massive district going over here, which I don't know if I should keep going or not.
Do it, do it.
You know what I think I'm going to do? Take this guy. And then I think I can do that, right?
Yep, totally
All
can.
right. And then put this guy there.
Lucky
and
you.
that resolves, correct?
It doesn't resolve
Doesn't?
unless a person's on there, right? I think. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I put him on the ritual site.
Yeah, unless a person was completing the
Was
way.
already there,
Because you
right.
haven't yet completed the ritual site, but there could be a way to, if there was already a dude right here,
Right.
put it right there and then
Right.
complete that. Yeah.
Okay.
And once it's completed, either a monster comes out and eats everybody there or not.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, so my turn? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're feeling slightly better. Alright, now I gotta see my options. Cool. Alright. Let's try so many things I could probably not do. Alright, let's do this. Check this out. See what we got here. Yes, just as I thought. Just kidding. I thought nothing. I do nothing. Okay. What about this? Can I do that? Will that kill me?
That's totally fine, and then you could even put a dude
Yeah,
right there and
that's-
possibly hook up to this major city Robert's
That's
been doing.
what I'm going to do.
There it
because-
Share the points. Sneaky.
Okay. Alrighty.
My turn.
I don't know what you're thinking, but you're not going to get away with it.
To connect or not to connect? Oh, you can't connect with that one.
Daz, you've really screwed me
That's
over.
what I do.
I don't know if either of your cities are going to end up being completed by the end.
know.
If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me.
That's
He
funny.
did. He literally did the worst thing in the world.
Thanks, man.
You could put it right there and help both of us, and like, you know, it's an extra tile.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think I'm abandoning that city. I can go.
Yeah. That's
here.
great. That's great. Yeah. That's even
claim
better.
over here.
Oh.
I'm
So
gonna have to expand to other places.
trying new cities. Cities is really where you score the most points in this.
My goodness.
So. Yeah. I hope this works out. Because I only got one dude right here. I'm just going to put that there, water touching water, and
Right.
hopefully there can be a 3-way road or a 4-way road later that can connect all that stuff. But my cultist is going to be input on this side because I have more faith in this side being connected.
I was holding my breath that you would.
Yeah,
pick
I
this
know.
one.
You really wanted that one. You're
I
going to
did want
score a
that
ton
one.
of points here.
So, I'm going to resolve now. I've got a district completed.
Wow.
So,
I wonder how it feels to complete a district.
it's there. This one.
Lots
That.
of flipping.
This one.
Oh, shoot.
So,
That had a monster on it?
I did.
Did you know that when you
I
picked
did
it up?
not. I don't remember
Okay.
knowing that.
It's
I
either
should've,
your fault
I-
or the graphic
no,
designer's fault.
No, it's probably my fault because I failed to look at it.
Huh.
All right, so he was he was in here.
You made Florida.
So now that monster
did.
eats everything in the water, and
guess
nothing is
six.
in the
Nothing's
water.
in the water.
That's over there. I know
Right.
you're over there waiting
Right,
to be eaten.
I'm
but
just doing a backstroke. and,
Please
like,
eat
washing my
me.
robe.
So we've got it's 2 points each, right?
Yeah.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Isn't that little one right there?
Yep, 12.
Oh, yeah,
Good
12.
catch, good
Thank
catch.
you.
Yep.
He's
Whose
gonna-
side are you on, Robert?
Bam. All right, so you are up
Not
there
yours.
with me.
All right,
Oh wait, 12, right?
12. Mm-hmm.
You were way ahead of me
All
by
right.
2 points. All right.
All right.
Wonder how it feels to have points.
Oh,
It's
All right,
really good,
well,
Rob.
we're going to wrap up right there. I didn't want this game to go on too long. I think about a half hour is enough for you to see how this thing kind of plays out. Now, there's a couple of ways this game can end. One is that if one of the players' oracles gets all the way around this track on the yellow signboard, and then once they do that, that oracle can no longer score or give points. Then the next time that player has a cultist that goes mad, that is added to the board. If they do that 3 more times, so they have a total of 4, then the game's over and everyone counts up their points and you see who wins. The other way that the game can end is if 2 of the stacks of tiles are depleted, then the game is over. The first time we played this, we actually had one of our players, it was Michael as a matter of fact, who did complete the scoring with his oracle and had 3 more cultists go mad, and so that was the way the game ended. But I suspect that probably the tiles running out would be pretty common as well. So either way, that's how the game ends. So I wanted to talk a little bit about some pros and cons to this game. First of all games have them, so I'm not picking on this game or any other when I do that, but we just want to talk about the pros and cons. Let me do the cons first. I had a couple, but nothing terribly bad. The biggest thing, I guess, in the con arena is that, well, maybe not the biggest thing, but one of the things is that if you're not a big fan of Carcassonne type games, you may not like this because it is very similar to that. Now, if you're not a fan of Carcassonne type games, you might also like this because there are a lot of differences. So that's just something to consider. I don't think you can really make a determination on that. Maybe watching a little bit of our playthrough would help you decide. But the next thing that kind of bothered me was the artwork. Now, I'm going to talk a little more about the artwork in a minute, but when I talk about the artwork, first of all, it's great. There is great artwork in this game. There's no doubt about that. Somebody spent a lot of time and has a lot of talent that did this. But not just myself, but several of us found some of the artwork a little bit confusing. For instance, some of the tiles that we use are a little hard to discern from other tiles. So for instance, this, well, let's look at this one here. This one has, I hope you can see that good. This one has a district, and then it comes to a little point right here. Now that almost looks like a ley line, but it's not. If you look at the other side, you can see it's just the way the district comes to a point. So just looking at the back side of this, or the unstable side, as they call it, a couple of us found that kind of confusing at different times. We were like, okay, this has got a ley line and a district, but no, it doesn't. It's just got a district. Another thing that kind of confused us on a couple of points was the ritual sites. Now, the ritual sites look a bit like Stonehenge from above. It's a circle with little dots for stones, and of course, some of them you turn them over and they have this this feaster here that will eat everything that's in sight. Some of the ritual sites weren't quite so clear, and they were confused. We found them confused with empowered confluxes. So over here you've got an empowered conflux, and here you have a ritual site. They're both round, and they both kind of look similar from above. So we found that a little confusing as well. Another thing that we found confusing at times was, for instance, on this one, we found that, well, you've got a district over here, and you've also got a ley line coming out of that part of the district, and then you have a ley line over here. Now, some of the ley lines get very thick and kind of wispy and airy on some sides, and so it almost looks like a district over here with the thick, airy ley line, and then the different colored area right here. It almost looks like a district, and yet if you look at the stable side, you can see that it's not. This is just water, and that is clearly a ley line. But from the unstable side, it can be confusing. So there were several times when we found some of this confusing. Now, I'm sure that would change when you play this a lot. You would get used to this and you would instantly recognize it. But for first-time gamers and for us, we did have a little bit of confusion with that. Another thing I wasn't too sure about, and again, we only played this a couple of times, but the stones, the power stones, we found we didn't use these much. We didn't find them that useful. I think it's a great idea, and I think probably if we played it more and we're more into the strategy, more familiar with the strategy, we might rely on these more, but we didn't find these to be very useful in our gameplay. I'm not sure if any of us used them, to be honest with you, but again, that could just be us and the fact that we haven't played this a lot. So those are just some cons that I wanted to mention, but there are a lot of pros to this game too, and I want to mention that. And oddly enough, one of the first pros that I would talk about would be the artwork. And you might say, well, you just said that was a con. Well, there were some things about the artwork we didn't like, but there's a lot about the artwork we do like. You can see the yellow signboard is really awesome. I love the little sign, and the shading and the colors are just very thematic and look great. Again, I know somebody put a lot of time into this. I love that it's got the outlines for the stacks. I like to know when I play a game, I like to know where things are supposed to be. I don't like it just being, you know, open for interpretation. So this is very clearly marked for that. You've got little X's here that give you a little help when you're counting up your points, so you don't have to just count every single space necessarily. You can go by fives, little marks there, little X there. So that helps a lot. That was great. Also, again, looking back at these tiles, I mean, the artwork is fabulous. There's no denying that. It really is. Again, our only problem was getting some tiles confused with others. But the tiles look great. They just do. There's some great artwork. Again, very thematic, and really helps get you into the game when you're with the colors and just the whole mood of everything. The meeple quality was great. And again, this was a prototype, so I don't even know if the final production version of this will be exactly the same, although these are very high quality, so I suspect this is pretty close to what you're going to get. So very good. The box looks awesome. So even from the very first time you get this thing to opening the box, high quality stuff, great artwork, very impressive. So I think you'll like that. So another pro about this game is the theme. I really like the theme. Now you may say, well, we're getting kind of tired of the Lovecraftian Cthulhu and yada yada, but the Lovecraftian universe is huge, and I think there's room for more. And this game carries the theme very well. One of the things that I look for in a game is theme. And I don't think the theme was just pasted onto this. It seemed like it was really built into the game, really part of it. So I like that. I think they did a great job on that. Another of the pros to this game is that the gameplay really went smooth. I mean, once you know what you're doing and how it works, it did flow very well. There were no times when we had to just stop and try to figure out what in the world's going on, other than the little bit of confusion we have with the artwork. So, I mean, it flows pretty well. It moves along pretty quick. Another pro that I really, really liked was the fact that these tiles are two-sided. All right, in Carcassonne they're not. They're just one-sided, and you just pick one at random, and it is what it is. Well, this one, first of all, you get to look at several stacks and decide which one to pick. So you have, although a limited choice, you have a choice. So there is some strategy there, and that's very, very good. And then again, you get to look, as the one that draws the tile, you get to look at the other side. For instance, this district here that I just drew has a theater on the other side. Well, I would be the only one that knew that. So I can place this accordingly. If I want to hurry up maybe and get this district completed, maybe I'll go ahead and finish a small one so I can get that theater and I can spawn more cultists to the game. So I like that very, very much, that you get to pick you have choices to make. And choices are always good in games because that's where strategy comes in. It's not random. So I think that's got a big plus over Carcassonne in this case. So yeah, you've got the theaters, you've got the feasters, you've got the empowered confluxes. So there's a lot of things on the other side that the person that draws that tile will be privy to that will help him or her in their gameplay. And then the last pro that I want to mention to this, at least, is the fact that I love the mechanic where your prophet can block stacks. So, you know, you may take a tile that isn't necessarily the best choice for you, but you wanted to get that tile out of the way of somebody else so they don't get it. And then your prophet going on top of that stack keeps them from picking the next one. So that's just a great mechanic. Basically, every time you go, you have two choices, and the prophets are blocking all the others. So I think that's a great mechanic. I think a lot of thought went into this. I'm sure a lot of play testing has gone into this, and the few cons that we had, I think, are negligible. Now, at the time of filming this game has the Kickstarter campaign has ended. They were successfully funding, so this game will be produced. I'm not sure at this point where you'll be able to pick this up, but I think if this is marketed right and promoted properly, I think it's definitely worthy of going into retail outlets, and I think you should keep your eyes open for this. One Free Elephant has put out 2 games now, and I think they're both good games that are going to do really, really well in the market, so I think you need to keep your eye on them. And I hope you enjoyed our little playthrough. So once again, for Doug and Doug Gaming, I'm Doug Jr., and we will see you next time on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching.